you very much. So there is incentive to get the COVID-19 vaccine, and then there is $1 million worth of incentive. That's how much money the state of Ohio is giving to 5 separate people just for getting vaccinated as part of a weekly lottery program. Joining us now to discuss is Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. Governor DeWine, thanks so much for joining us. I have to say, when I heard this yesterday, I went, wow. New Jersey's giving you a beer. You get a free beer in New Jersey if you get vaccinated. You skipped over like a case of beer and right to $1 million. Why?
You know, there's nothing more important to Ohio's recovery and nothing more important to saving lives than more Ohioans getting the vaccine. You know, we've got 42% of our total population that's vaccinated, which means they're not going to get the virus. They can't pass it on. We've got some people who obviously, are not going to get it. That's fine. They have every right not to get it. But we have in the middle the persuadables. And, I've learned a lot. My wife, Fran, and I have been traveling around the state going to vaccination sites. I think we've been to over 40 and talking to people who are getting vaccinated. And what you find is that there are some people who something pushed them over. Their son brought them in and said, "Hey, Dad, it's time to go." Somebody else in the family may have done that. Or they woke up one morning and, they no longer now in Ohio have to make reservations to go in and schedule it. So people can just walk in. So there's people who are ready to do it or almost ready to do it. And if this incentive of being able to possibly win $1 million, and we're doing those, as you said, 5 weeks in a row. So it's going to continue that every week for five weeks, starting 13 days from now. We're also doing something for young people.
Yeah.
And what we're saying to them is 12 and over. If you get vaccinated, your name can go in. And if your name is pulled out, we're going to do that 5 weeks in a row as well. Then you get a total scholarship, which includes room, board, books, everything, to any of Ohio's great state universities.
Look, go big or go home is what I think you're doing here. When I heard this, I was curious who would be against it. And I asked Andy Slavitt, who's running the vaccine distribution from the White House moments ago, what he thought. And he said he's for incentives. He wasn't sure whether or not it was a legal use of the COVID relief money. He said he imagines that will be looked into, but he seems supportive. But some of the pushback is actually coming from Republicans in your own state. Jim Jordan said, quote, "We've gone from 15 days to slow the spread to $1 million if you get the vaccine. Give me a break." So what do you say to the congressman?
Well, I understand, criticism. And I explained this to the people of the state of Ohio last night when I announced it. And one thing I said is, look, I know people are going to say, hey, DeWine's lost his mind. This is a waste. But what I think is a waste is now to have the vaccine that can save people's lives and to have someone die of the COVID because they did not get vaccinated. That is a horrible, horrible waste. That is what a waste is.
I understand. 2 quick questions for you. You also say on June 2nd, I believe, you were going to lift all coronavirus restrictions in your state except for nursing homes in other specific locations. You had said before that you would do that when you got to fewer than 50 cases per 100,000 over a 2-week span. How close are you to that? And do you know you're going to get there by June 2nd?
Yeah, we're getting there. We're dropping 2 to 3 points a day. We're at 123 as of yesterday. We had been at one point as high as 800, in the worst of this. So we're moving in the right direction. We very well may be there by the first part of June. But I thought that people needed a date certain, frankly. This has been well over a year. And at some point, the responsibility has to go to the individual. And I think as we're seeing more and more people who are vaccinated in Ohio, they're saying, look, I've been vaccinated. I've done what you asked me to do. Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And it was just time.
All right. Last question very quickly. Some Republican governors are halting the $300 enhanced unemployment benefit provided by the federal government. You said you were still assessing. Have you fully assessed? What are your plans with that?
We're still looking at that. No announcement yet today. So
no
announcement now.
All right, let us know.
No announcement now. We're working at it.
Let us know, Governor DeWine. I appreciate it. In the meantime, I never thought it was going to be Governor DeWine who was throwing around $1 million here and there for people who are vaccinated. I don't think that would necessarily be your reputation. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
Right.